Good morning.
Good morning. What's up, Bobby?
Morning, beautiful.
Good morning, beautiful.
All right.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, man. Sound perfect.
Thank you. I'm about to sing a song. It's time. Who we got on the call so far? I see Bigelow tapping in.
Liam's here.
Liam. Good morning, beautiful.
Good morning.
Good morning, beautiful. How was your night? Let's see here. Let's give a couple more minutes. We got a few people logging on right now. There's V Davenport.
Morning, Zach.
Good morning.
How are you, sir?
I'm well. Very well. How about yourself?
Good. Very good.
Let's see, we got Nastasia on here, Liam. Who's the 217?
That's me.
Who is me?
Chris.
Chris, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man?
What's going on?
Congrats on getting over 2,500 your first week. That's a good start.
Thank you. I'm patiently waiting for a woman to open her store 2 minutes ago to go into an appointment. Apparently she forgot her own hours because she told me to meet her on Monday and she's closed Monday.
Was it a hair salon?
Yep.
Yeah, most hair salons do not open on Monday. But,
Well, I wasn't aware of that at the time when she told me to meet her on Monday, so I just went with it.
well, the good news is that you're there waiting on her.
Yeah.
Cool. So we got Chris, Liam, Nastasia, Harry. Welcome. Who else we got on the call? About one more minute, we'll get started. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. We got some good news from yesterday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. And I'll speak on behalf of Vans Group and the Schneider Agency. Yesterday, obviously, we're always looking for a monster Monday, getting off to a quick start, big start for the week. Big ups to James Reynolds working 8+ hours. Jades Archibald, same thing, 8+ hour. Harry Huntley, 10 hours. 5 demos with 2 apps for $561. Josiah Carr, who is actually on vacation with his girlfriend and family out in Utah, was still able to get on the board with just under 1,000 GAP. Mac Wagner, same thing. Everybody's right around that 5 demo mark, which obviously we're always shooting for 6, which I'll touch on that here in just a second. Brian Glazinski on Monday, 10 hours plus. Let's see here. Kyle Schneider, 1,500 leading his group. CJ Clark, he had a 3 out of 3 day, 8+ hours, 6 demos, and a family protected for over 979 GAP. on the board, Ken Dickerson, Melinda Nichols, Michelle Wara, and Nasaja. I know she had a couple or 2 or 3 apps from last week post dated, so they will actually count for this week, which is awesome. And the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Liam McAllister yesterday, 8+ hours, 5 demos, 5 policies for 2251, which is a phenomenal Monday way to kick things off, Liam. And yeah, well done. So guys, I promised to always keep these short. I talked to Brian, and just to put a little earworm in your ear every single Tuesday of things just to very simply focus on. Because right now in your career, a lot of your newer agents, you got a lot going on. You're memorizing this, you're memorizing that, and you're testing it out in the field for the first time, really. And so you're kind of all over the place. So the goal with this today is to stay on the topic of approaching and understand the what, the why, and the how behind it. Guys, in a society that we're in now, evolving to be, we want very quick results. We want things immediately. We live in a microwave society where we press a button and then, something that you bought's at your door 2 days later. That's nice. That's sexy. But understand, this is not that career. This is not something that just went out and I got my 3 no's right away and I just, that hurt. I went home. See how many no's you can get as quick as possible. I know during the hiring process, you were taught the importance of 100 demos and really knocking that out within the first 4 weeks. Guys, what that's doing is you're really in the training process, conditioning. The NFL players didn't just start their season, from the couch. They have been training for months and months beforehand. And so just understand that's where you are right now. And you've got to put the reps in and understand those no's are okay. That's just a part of the process. And just every single day, see how many you can get. Okay. I know Brian did a phenomenal piece last week on approaching. I'm going to kind of stay in that lane. A lot of us, like myself included, 5 years ago, did not come from direct sales. So I didn't really know what to look for when going into a business. Okay. As we're all learning, every single business is different. Okay. Just as Chris, he just learned that hair salons are not open on Monday. Even if the owner says, hey, meet me here on Monday, beat them to the punch and say, hey, I know a lot of hair salons are not open on Monday, but you are. And then hopefully it'll kind of hold them accountable to meet you at the hair salon. So guys, one thing I want to point towards first, as you can see my screen, those that are on the actual Zoom call, I have the Protect One Family website pulled up. Kate has done the majority of the work on this. She's done an incredible job. As we ask you to marry your turf, your territory, I'm asking you to please marry this website. It literally has every piece of information you need. The focus here is going to be when you go to log in and you put in your information, it brings up, if you hover over login, it brings up agent resources area. If you tap that, that literally brings you to a page that says new hires. And it breaks down, hey, getting your insurance license, the conference calls, communication tools, new hire paperwork. Right below that in the red, you have new agents. You have the success manual, which you will hear Van, Kyle, and myself, everybody repeat success manual. Why? Because the recipe for this business has been written out. We just have to follow it, just like the scripts. If you go on down, you'll see all agents, continual training. Guys, that's your fit modules, audio training, video training, useful links. But if you'll come over here to forms, documents, and scripts, you'll actually be able to pull up a whole bunch of scripts and articles and handouts that Kate has culled together. If you'll hover over sales talk scripts and manuals, guys, of course, you know about the success manual, but what I'm going to touch on today is the B2B success manual, which means business. I know that 98% of all the agents throughout Schneider and Davenport agencies are in business, or at least how we're training you to be in business. Okay, so get familiar with that manual as well. So going back to the society that we live in, we want results right away. Guys, this is a very slow build. This job looks very different after 100 demos. If you're less than 100 demos right now, you're probably wondering, man, I didn't realize there's going to be this many no's. Yep. You've probably been with somebody before. Man, people tell you no? Absolutely. And that's just part of the process. So the better you get your skill level and understanding businesses and who you need to talk to, the job gets much easier. It gets a lot more fun. You start seeing a lot more families protected. You see a lot more money in your bank account. All right. So again, I'm going to harp on this again. 100 demos. Get to 100 ASAP. Not just Monday through Friday. Run them through your neighbor on Saturday, Sunday. You meet somebody in the parking lot. Take them through a quick demo. It doesn't have to be the best demo. All right. Some of the best demos are just sloppy. Just get them out of your mouth. All right. So to touch on this real quick, and the B2B success manual on page, I think it starts at 19. All right. I'm going to pull this up and give it 1 second. But page 19 begins with how to work in business. And basically the question you need to ask yourself is, where am I going? Who am I going to talk to? At what time? So when you're filling out your weekly commitment plan, your VPF, vision plan and follow through, guys, that's not to be done as soon as you walk into the office. It should be done Sunday night, preferably Saturday or even Friday as you're clocking out for the week. Go ahead and start preparing and thinking about, okay, next week, where do I need to be? Okay. And again, who am I going to talk to? Who am I going to ask for? And that's more importantly. So when you walk in, the question is, we're trying to find the boss man, the boss lady. If you know who you need to talk to, the odds of you sitting down with that person is much higher. A question I ask a lot of times for newer rookies is, when you are approaching, what is the goal? The goal is not to introduce yourself. The goal is not to build the need. The goal is to simply sit down. So naturally, when you walk into a business, the first thing, you're just looking at the environment. You're trying to take in, where are we going to sit down? Where are the open chairs? Okay. Go ahead and start scanning the room for that environment, because that's where I want to sit down with my decision maker. All right. The boss man, the boss lady. All right. Are you in a store, a business where they have a general manager? Are you in a facility where they might have a director? Are you in a real estate office and they have a head broker in charge? Guys, getting to know this lingo is crucial, because it lets them know you've done this before. You've been around the block. And one of the hardest things early in your career is to fake it until you make it. A lot of the times we are having to fake it to allow them the confidence to allow us in. So going back to researching your businesses, guys, Google is one of the coolest things that you can use to find out about the business in your area. Okay. Let's say that I'm going into a new town, which we all are because we're newer agents. We should know by now the mayor, the schools, the principals, the elementary schools, the child care facilities, the postmaster. Who are the big names? Where do the kids go to school? What do they do after school? What do they do for recreation? The churches, so on. It's marrying your turf. Guys, if you can get to know those folks on a personal level, sooner than later, they don't have to be agents of yours, or clients of yours. That's not what we're looking for. We're looking to embed ourselves into that area so that when we walk into a business, the message is, hey, I just don't want to skip you over. And that's true. I'm introducing myself to everybody. Everybody knows somebody that's dealt with cancer. Okay. if not cancer, heart attack, or stroke. Every single person that you're going to come in contact with, whether it's in a business or a parking lot, knows somebody that's been affected. So there's so many ways to make that conversation happen. But if you know what to look for, it makes the job even easier. So pulling into a business, ask yourself, what is my goal here? Is my goal to go in and find the decision maker? Is it to sell them? Is it to create a possibility of doing a presentation for this business? Am I going in and just asking for referrals, introductions to other people, other businesses? Am I going in to find a new prospect, a new agent? Hey, I'm hiring in the area. You know, I'm looking for 1 or 2 sharp people. Who do you know that's looking for a job right now? Who do you know that just got laid off? So there's so many ways. Well, what do you do? Oh, we pay people money when they deal with critical illness and accidents. You know, we insulate families when they go through cancer. So get very familiar with the businesses that you want to call on, at what time of day, and who you need to talk to. One of the things on the website, and maybe I can pull it up here, it is a blank form for you to put in all of your appointments for the week. Okay, guys, no doubt a lot of us don't have 10, 15 appointments this week, next week. Okay, a lot of us are out there just tugging on doors, walking into, you know, certain businesses and strip malls, and that's cool. Consider this. Take a blank sheet of paper and write out 8 to 6 o'clock every single day and try to fill it up. Go ahead in your mind and set the appointment. Appointments don't necessarily mean that they're expecting you. Okay. Having appointments in your mind. Hey, I'm going to Richard's Body Shop at 4 o'clock, 4:30 Wednesday. He doesn't know I'm coming, but in my mind, it's an appointment. I'm going to be there. And when I get there, I'm going to allot 30 minutes to demo him. Or if he says, hey man, hit the streets, I'm going to know also what's next door. Okay. I'm going to know exactly where I'm going next. And I'm also going to put that on my schedule. So guys, if you have things to look forward to, leaving the house is much easier. The hardest thing to do is when you got kicked in the face Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, you've zeroed out, you've done 4 and you've done 5 demos and you've done 6 demos and you're just, man, I don't know where I'm going off. Guys, I can tell you right now, it's going to be a skill issue and that's okay. But keeping the activity up, and that's why you hear when Van reads stats, Kyle reads, you know, the good news. A lot of times we're harping on the activity because without the activity, you will not see the growth in your skill level. And as early in your career, you're out there kind of looking around and bouncing around for that low hanging fruit. Who do I feel comfortable talking to? Who do I feel comfortable approaching? Well, guys, just rep after rep after rep, your skill level, your confidence is going to get better. And what you're going to start taking bigger chances. You're going to start feeling more comfortable walking into a town hall, feeling more comfortable walking to a large company of 50 plus employees, 500 plus employees, you know, walking into real estate and a lawyer's office. That probably doesn't happen your first or second week. But if you practice enough, who am I going to see at what time? After a while, you're going to have plenty of people to chat with. And a lot of those people that told you no 6 weeks before, 6 months before, you now have somebody to go back and talk to. Some of my best clients were the ones that told me no my first week, my second week, my third week. Those folks are all clients of mine now because guess what? They know I'm here. They know I follow up. Cancer just doesn't happen once a year to a family. It can happen multiple times. Accidents don't happen just once and then you never see them again. A lot of things change with every situation, with every family situation. So our job, we are licensed by the state to put a product in front of folks that, hey, if cancer, accidents, heart disease were to happen, what is your backup plan? That's why I'm here. Okay. On the screen here, you can kind of see a lot of you guys are not on the call or on the Zoom video. I'm holding up, it is a card organizer. You simply put it in a 3-ring binder. All right, it's actually on page, I think 28 of the B2B Success Manual. Guys, this is brilliant. There's nothing worse than just going out to your turf with your brain scattered. All right. Knowing where you're going, who you need to talk to, and being able to show this page to other people in the area, it makes them and gives them a certain level of confidence in you. Wow, he's been to all these businesses. He's talked to all these folks. Man, I'll give him the time of day. Guys, and that's all we're asking for. We're not looking to sell every single person, which would be nice, but hey, I'm making sure I catch up with everybody. Is right here okay, or do you have a place to sit? We're always looking for the sit down. We're always looking for the person that is the decision maker. If the decision maker is not there, make sure you go ahead and try to demo that person, because hey, they're probably going to wonder why I'm here. Check this out. Show, don't tell. Open up the iPad and go ahead to explain to them. You ever heard of the American Cancer Society? Yep. So again, you're just creating a conversation. Guys, that's pretty much it. I want to just urge every single one of you, become a student. I know you're looking for sales right now. You're looking to close somebody, but really focus on the activity and just doing the demos. Even if they're crappy, get all the way through them. 6 months from now, you're going to look back at that and be like, I see what he's saying. I just have to get the words out of my mouth. But in order to play my best hand here, let me make sure I'm in the business at the right time. Make sure I'm looking for the right person to ask for, okay? If you're asking for the right person, you can put yourself in a situation not just close them, but also open up the business to do a presentation, which is even better, okay? So I'm gonna leave it open just for a minute or two for some questions. What were some of your takeaways?
What's going on, Zach? This is Harry. I think
Harry?
it's nice knowing that, even if you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel right now, that just knowing that it's there. I don't know quite where I'm at in terms of the 100 demos, but I mean, I'm getting up there, and I've definitely had some good demos, and I've definitely had my fair share of just absolute trash demos. But what I try to focus on is just getting better every day, which I think I've definitely made strides in that. So it's good to hear stuff like this.
Absolutely. And one way to track that, go back to your stat site. Look at where you are. You can pull up your organizational summary, which it might just be you, but it'll tell you, if you're accurate with your stats. Okay, well, I'm at 71. Okay, well, 71 minus, however long you've been here. If it's 4 weeks or you're in 3 weeks, just say, hey, okay, well, I need 39 demos, or I'm terrible at math, but 29 demos this week to get to 100. Guys, that sense of urgency in the beginning, it's everything. Okay, you probably heard me say this before, that a lot of planes use a lot of their gas, their fuel, on the takeoff. Once you're flying, you're flying. There's not a whole lot energy used. And even myself, a lot of us that have been here 4+ years, there's obviously some sort of arrogance. Oh, I can leave my house and I can go make something happen and sell it. Yes, that is true. Is that the best game plan? No. The best game plan is to put on paper and think. Think through your day before it even happens. Visualize it, okay? Because then if you can visualize it, you can also make room to make backup plans. I'm going to this hair salon. If it's a bad time, I can go next door to the electrician. If that's not a good time for him, I'm going to see the florist. I'm going to see the farmer. Guys, understand this. There's way more people than there are businesses. Not every person, all right, that has a house has a business. Okay. So yes, residential is still very much a fair game. But do not be scared to pull into somebody's driveway. If you see them on the front porch, out in the yard mowing, a farmer, it is our job. We're licensed by the state to walk up to them and introduce ourselves. I don't know if I got anything for you. I don't know if I have the solution for your problem, but this is what I do. Okay. I'm talking to Scott, Dick, Lori, Brad, saw you. I just want to make sure I introduce myself. Okay. Any other questions? Cool. I always promise to keep these under 30 minutes. If you are in your first 6 weeks, understand you are still very, very new, and that seeking out the no's ASAP is just a part of the process. Put your head down, keep putting things on your schedule. Again, fill up a full schedule. And yes, we prefer these people know that we're coming, but that doesn't have to be the ideal. Just put it on there, and then you just follow through. I promise you will sleep good at night. Even if you zero out that day, you will wake up the next morning feeling very confident because you know exactly where you're going and who you're going to see at what time. And you can shut your brain down. Because right now I know a lot of you are like, oh my God, where am I going? Oh, that was terrible. I can't keep track of names. I can't, I don't know anything about these people. Man, they were rude. The sound is really loud in between your ears right now. So simplify, pick 15 to 20 businesses a day, walk in, introduce yourself with confidence, because what we have is the best backup plan for cancer, heart, and accidents, hands down. So guys, gals, have a phenomenal day. And yeah, keep approaching. You're always one more demo away from that sale. So get to 6 demos a day. We will talk soon. Good luck today.
Thanks, Zach.
You got it.
Thanks, Zach. Appreciate it.
You got it, brother. See you.